Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is iGoRawr and welcome to Let's Auraxium, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Bandit, a carbine available to the new conglomerate. You know, a lot of people as of late have been asking me questions on how to get better at PlanetSide, and because of this I've decided to start a new segment called Rawr's Pro Tips, and despite its name it has nothing to do with my massive edict. So here it is, the first ever installment of Rawr's Pro Tips. Hey guys, Rawr here, and for this week's pro tip, I want to talk to you a little bit about mouse pads. Now, mouse pads are something that most people don't think about too much, but it really is something you should, because a good mouse mat could actually have a significant impact on how good your aim is. Now, what do I suggest for a good mouse mat? Well, first of all, you gotta get away from cheap dollar store crap like this. And not only do you need to get something that's high quality, you need to get something that it speaks to you, is an expression of your personality, yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, speaks to me. Yeah. Anyways, guys, that's it for this time. Starting off with a fire rate of 632 rounds per minute and a damage model of 167 damage up to 10 meters, dropping off to 112 damage at 60 meters, we have an extremely unusual combination of traits. Typically, all 167 damage weapons have their maximum drop-off damage at 70 meters, rather than 60. On top of that, this is the only 167 damage model weapon in the game that drops 3 levels of damage. It also has a time to kill of 0.47 seconds short and 0.78 seconds long. For those of you who aren't too good at your NC to TR conversion ratios, this weapon is the equivalent of one that fires at 769 rounds per minute at 143 damage. Next is the reload speed of 2.7 seconds short and 3.1 seconds long, with a magazine size of 30 rounds and a velocity of 440 meters per second. It is also worth mentioning that the Bandit is the only NC exclusive carbine in the game that has 0.75 ADS speed. When it comes to attachments, just about everything is viable. The forward grip does make a noticeable difference when you're taking down targets at range, and the advanced laser sight offers up some really good hip fire. I would personally recommend the laser sight though. Soft point ammunition is an absolute must, and the suppressor, well, the suppressor is sort of like a fleshlight. I may have only used the thing 6, maybe 7 times tops, but you know, it's nice to have it laying around for when you need it. Don't be stupid though, high optic zooms on this weapon are completely useless. So is the Bandit worth your time? Well, we'll find out in a minute, but first, a word from our sponsors.
You know, people often ask me, what is it that drives me to do what I do? And the answer is salt. Salt is the only reason I get up in the morning and put on my uniform. Salt is the thing that drives me to attack bases 4 lattice links away from the closest VS territory. Salt is what I live for. People often send me messages saying that they wish the dev team would make it so you can't earn certification points far away from friendly territory, and to those people, all I have to say to you is bring it on, because it would make the salt flow even harder. My name is Bakaremu, and this is Baka Ops.
So that brings us to our final question. Is the Bandit worth your time? And the answer is complicated. You see, the Bandit is sort of similar to the masturbation machine I designed. How you think it's actually going to work and react on paper and how it actually works are 2 totally different things. Also, I don't have a ceiling fan anymore. Just don't ask questions. When you spend as much time as I have looking at the detailed stats of weapons in PlanetSide, you notice rules and design trends that the dev team seem to go by for making weapons. When it comes to the Bandit's design though, it's very clear that the development team took the English language design route, because for every rule there's always a goddamn exception. Oh, the plural of goose is geese? Well, why the fuck isn't the plural of horse heese? You know what? Going forward for the rest of this video, I'm going to refer to whoever was in charge of designing the Bandit as the Heese. So, the Heese that designed the Bandit broke a lot of rules when it came to its design. For starters, a weapon with a time to kill of 0.45 seconds or higher is usually given an extra level of damage drop-off to compensate for its immense amount of firepower. For example, the Terminus, a VS assault rifle, has an identical time to kill as the Bandit, but it only gets one level of damage drop-off. But then again, that's an assault rifle, so I'm willing to give the Heese a free pass on this one. How about the Cyclone, the only other 167 damage model weapon in the game that fires faster than the Bandit? Well, it does have 4 levels of damage drop, but it is completely in line to what all the other SMGs do. So, I ask you, Heese, what is it about the Bandit that warranted this extra level of damage drop-off? And not only that, why was the minimum damage range brought in an extra 10 meters? There's only one reason I can think of why the Heese would do this. The Heese probably thought between the time to kill that's really close to 0.45 seconds, the extra ADS speed, and a hipfire that's toit like a Twiga, a little bit of firepower needed to be chopped off to balance the weapon. Now, you may be getting the impression that I'm scrutinizing on this particular aspect of the weapon because I feel like it ruins it, but here's the thing though. When I write a review for a weapon, I have a very particular process I follow. Step 1, drink, obviously. Step 2, write down all the things I don't like about the weapon. And step 3, get involved in Reddit drama that involves stat padding all of 15 kills because I was testing something for a big video that I plan to do on the light assault after finishing the directive on every faction. So I don't think 15's a big deal. Anyways, my point is that you don't read a review about a toaster on Amazon to hear how hard it's gonna make you jizz your pants. You read it because you want to know if it's gonna fuck up your toaster waffles. If I was handed a weapon that was just a set of tits that shot lasers and it could be the best weapon in the game, I would still say something like, well, the push-up bra attachment is worthless and it doesn't fool anyone and maybe the left nipple needs a buff. I don't know. I need to criticize something about the weapon because if I don't, each and every one of us watching this video right now might as well put in a big old smile, link arms, drop our pants, and have ourselves one massive circle jerk. Even the Pulsar C, my absolute favorite weapon in the game, has its flaws, but those are those rare type of flaws. The type of flaws that when I point them out, I say to myself in the back of my head, well, if it wasn't that way, it would probably be overpowered. And that's the Bandit in a nutshell. Yes, the velocity of only 440 meters per second is low, but if it wasn't that way, it would probably be overpowered. Yes, the reload speed is a bit long, but if it wasn't that way, it would probably be overpowered. Yes, there's small amounts of randomization in the recoil, but if it wasn't that way, it would probably be overpowered. Yes, I am a bit of a worthless drunk, but if it wasn't that way, actually, I don't know how things would be without drinking profusely. That's something I've never experienced. Well, anyways, screw it. Come here, beautiful. That's good. What was I saying again? Oh yeah, Bandit's borderline overpowered. The Bandit, despite its issues that I have with its damage drop-off, is a really good weapon, even though it has something that I will fully and openly admit I am absolutely terrible at dealing with on weapons, and that is randomized horizontal recoil angles. But their impact is minimal due to the fact that they only pull anywhere from 8 to 10 degrees to the right, which by regular standards is okay for most weapons, but for a weapon with this much firepower backing it up, that's actually incredibly good. And although this next observation is more of a reflection on my personal skill with the Bandit, but I found that the velocity and the recoil both became an issue at the exact same range, which is, I mean, it's just a testament to how well put together the Bandit is as a weapon. It's just, I mean, I haven't even been reading off my script for like the last 4 or 5 sentences. I'm so excited to talk about the Bandit. It's a good weapon. I like it. It makes me happy. That's not to say you can't take a few long-range engagements here and there with the Bandit. Actually, it's quite the opposite. With some good positioning and experience handling the weapon, you can take down infantry at 50 meters plus without letting off the trigger once, which is really damn good, not only considering its firepower, but it also has 0.75 ADS speed. Speaking of ADS speed, can I just gush over the fact that how well it works on this particular weapon? Fast killing weapons and high ADS speed are something that I just absolutely love. And although this is something that will not frequently occur for most people, and is a feature of the weapon that probably only the top tier players are really only going to be able to use and abuse, the fact that I can take someone down so quickly with just 3 headshots up close can let you just clear rooms of unsuspecting people really quickly. In short, the Bandit is a damn good carbine and is a weapon I would recommend to anybody that plays the light assault or engineer class. For seasoned veterans that are looking to complete their carbine directive and are looking for those 5 carbines to choose to Auraxium, it must be on your list. I mean, if it's not on your list, you're wrong. Like, you're just wrong. For moderately experienced players looking to expand their arsenal, this should be on the top of your list to consider what to buy next. And for newer players looking for their first weapon, well, actually, I would probably still recommend the Razor because it's more important to have your long-range carbine available to you at all times, but the Bandit makes for an easy second buy to fill out that slot of a close-range carbine. Anyways, that's it for this time, guys. My name's iGoRawr, and I'm gonna go spread some sparkling freedom. I'll see you all next time. And I fucking need that money now, because my car is fucking kind of falling apart.
I told you not to treat that little fit so bad.
Fuck off! Fuck off! God damn it! It's always with the fucking Honda Fit! I don't drive a Honda fucking Fit! Ah! Why do you think I drive this car?
What kind of car do you drive?
Oh my god!
Fit.
I know!
It's a Honda Fit. It's a little bright red one.
No! I drive a piece of shit Chevy Cavalier, not a fucking Honda Fit.
I didn't know Chevy made a Fit.
Oh my god!
Oh, I wish I had desktop recording on. That was beautiful.
Oh my god! I do not
like a
drive a Honda Fit!
Loser.
Why? What about a Honda Fit do you keep associating with me?
I don't know why, but like a year ago, something made me think you drove it. I don't know why.
My
And that's
fat ass
always
couldn't
been
even
there.
fit in that car! I'm like 6'2". Every little shitty BMW we had on that car lot, I couldn't fucking fit in. Because they're all meant for like 5'2" Japanese businessmen. I do not drive a Honda Fit! Do we
Not
have...
yet.
Oh my god.
You say
Why?
not yet.
Why a
One
Honda
day his car is gonna break down, and they're gonna be like, the only thing we have available here is a Honda Fit.
Civics are a fucking dime a dozen and they're like 10 times better.
Don't think so.
Oh my god.
But they are both made by Honda.
Yes, yeah, that's why I said a Civic. If I had to go Honda, I'd go Civic. I'm not gonna go Honda, but if I had to, I'd go Civic. God damn it. Do you want that fucking recording, Gif?
Sure.